Alright, so you read the title of this video. This video is going to be about social media is killing you. And the reason why I want to make this video is because when I re-downloaded social media, I felt like it unlocked something inside of me that, that I already got rid of. If you know what I mean, like a problem that I overcame, a problem that I already gotten over, came back. And that's the fact that you get thoughts in your mind, or you think of things and you can't really control it. So basically, like, lack of mindfulness, in other words. And I think that really stems from social media, and people, like, they don't really realize it. And basically, in this video, I just wanted to talk about the effects of social media and why it's killing you. So the first one I would like to talk about is envy. In Mayshawn's cliche, people always talk about how, social media makes you feel like it's envy. It also gives you a false kind of expectation of things. False narratives, if you would say. Like, you see people post and they're like Lamborghini in this car, or they're out partying, or they're out doing something fun. But the thing is, that is only a small percentage of their lives. That's not them 24/7. And when you do that, it just gives you kind of a self-hatred for yourself. And it makes you think to yourself that you're worthless, you're not worth it, or whatever it may be. And number two is lust. Lust. One of the greatest things, or greatest weaknesses of man, is lust. And nobody can deny that. And when a person or a man cannot control his lust, it's one of the most deteriorating things, right? And when I re-downloaded social media after I deleted it for so long, I re-downloaded Instagram, I re-downloaded Twitter, and I would just see myself lusting. Like, I already got rid of the problem. Like, every time I saw a female, I'll lower my gaze. But for some reason, when it's on the phone, it was hard for me to do so. It's like I made an excuse in my mind telling me that, I don't need to lower my gaze because, it's on the phone. It's not really going to have an effect. So that's the second one. It's just the whole bombardment of lust. Because if you just genuinely think about it, online, it's heavily sexualized. Like, I'm convinced that all the companies that you can think of, Instagram and all these stuff, they work with porn companies to get you to, like, be your mind so sexualized, and you on the hook. It's like kind of free advertising. And the third reason why is overstimulation. When you overstimulate your mind from scrolling / these dopamine pockets, and what I mean by that is bursts of dopamine, instead of getting dopamine from the day. Let's say that you woke up and you read a book, or you woke up and you follow your morning routine, your ideal morning routine. You get dopamine from that. You'll be proud of yourself. But if you wake up and then go on your phone and just scroll through TikTok, scroll through Instagram, scroll through Twitter, what ends up happening is that your mind is kind of like a reward system, or like in your mind is like a reward system. The more dopamine you get from something, it will trick your mind, or it will tell your mind to keep on doing that thing. and it will release more dopamine, and it's like drugs. And because when you do drugs, right, let's say that you take 1 milligram of this kind of drug, it may feel good in the first time, it may feel like heaven, right? Because that's what they're saying. You can never take one thing for the first time more than one time. I think that's how it goes. But basically, if you take 1 milligram, you keep taking 1 milligram, you keep taking 1 milligram. What's gonna end up happening is that to reach that same high, to reach that same effect, or to gain that same effect than you did the first time, you would need to do more. So necessarily, you're giving yourself an internet addiction by starting it. And doing it in moderation, maybe you can do that. But 9 times out of 10, most people cannot do that, right? It's really, really hard to do that. And social media, it's just really, really, really toxic. And I don't know if this is the next point or if it's part of the other one, but it ruins your attention span. Most people have really, really bad attention spans nowadays because of the scrolling through social media. And when your attention span is so low to the point where you can't even sit down and learn anymore, or you can't even sit down and read a book anymore, it's just sad, because gaining knowledge is one of the most greatest things or most beautiful things a human can do. And when they can't even do that anymore, it's just sad to see. And yeah, that was just me expressing my thoughts on what happened when I re-downloaded social media and why I chose to delete it again, because it's a toxic thing. It's a really toxic thing. And you could say false information too. You get false information about something and make you rethink your beliefs, your thoughts, when in true reality people are just like targeting a certain audience to like do something towards them. But yeah, it's been enough for me. I hope you gained some value from that video and made you think about the thoughts about getting social media. It's enough for me. For your life, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.